Probably by showing up with snacks on time and ready to take notes, am I right? Hello friends, fans, and foes, I am Fancy Fatale. Welcome back to my channel. I create D&D, queer, and art-related content weekly. I've been creating characters for art, writing, and Dungeons & Dragons for quite a while, relatively, at this point, over 7 years or so. So I believe at this time, I kind of have created the perfect recipe for an interesting character to surprise your friends and DM at the, gaming table. The summary to begin is layers and surprises, but also nuance. You do not want to present everything about your character in one session, such as 0 or 1, or even at 5th session. You want your friends to be comfortable with the persona that you're presenting, be it someone who's entirely creepy or a pushover. Stick to that personality and be extremely adamant about it. It is how your friends will start to expect and know things from your character. What you want to decide on is the secondary layer of personality or emotion underneath that facade that they present every single session. You don't need to decide on this in the first session or even creation of your character. It can come in an arc into the plot line. It has to develop naturally, so it could be something you thought of ahead of time because it makes sense for the character's personality, or it could be developing as you witness things around yourself in the world, as you get to know the DM's world more often. But you don't need to know it right away because that's all you need to present is that surface mask that the character is doing in the beginning, such as creepy or self-sacrificing. You just need to be a caricature for a bit. Let me use Lita as an example from my comic Fayward and D&D sessions. Lita has an outwardly a personality of a snarky, abrasive, and wannabe cool gal. Someone who wouldn't think too deeply about her would interpret her as very confident and hypersexual. These are misreads of masking confidence and a hypersexualization of those around her to keep herself from being the attention of that desire. Obviously, the secondary level of that is the broken person. She is severely lacking in self-worth, insecure, and seeks approval by those she respects or sees as powerful around her, such as, obviously, Tiv. Some people, upon discovering this, would say, well, that makes sense. Vibrato is an obvious cover-up to insecurity, but people still relate to this second layer a lot when they figure it out. The third layer that can make up a deep character is the core of their being. Are they good? Do they want to help others? And how do their layers interact with each other? Lita, for instance, has the heart of a martyr. She would give up herself for those around her that she loves and hopes to have an impact. This is why she's happy to serve Tiv and make him happy in any way she can. As you can see, this is a fairly interesting character concept, and all it takes is 3 layers of character writing and simple descriptions. You can do it with your character and slowly reveal this to your friends as they develop within the plot in your sessions. Another brief example, just to give you a bit of variety, would be Tox, the Furbolg bard from the storyline Oath. She appears very calm and collected, but her obvious facade is confident. Her secondary layer, which I think might be very common for a lot of people, but maybe not everyone's second layer of personality, would be slight insecurity. This comes from childhood and a lack of staying near people. She wants to run away when things go wrong. She is a flight type of person, not a fight type of person. But then at her core, she is aggressively conceited. She believes she could be deity level of power, and she knows that she's been given so much in her life and she's been granted it based on her upbringing or just on how talented she is. So how these interact is a very interesting concept. It's interesting to utilize these core elements that people don't know that your character has necessarily, such as the martyr personality or the God complex. When you have those in small situations in roleplay, you can implement them, and it would help skew the perspective of what people think of your character, and they're kind of curious why you might do that thing. Like, why might Tox make a very selfish decision, even though she's a very helpful and kind and well-spoken person? Why would Lita jump in front of a knife for a person that seems to be just insufferable to her? It makes other people have to think a little bit harder about your character. Well, I hope you got something out of this video or enjoyed it at least a little bit. I did release some information about each character, so hopefully those spoilers were a bit entertaining for you. But if you like it, please give a like. If you want to comment what you think or how you've made your own characters deep, or if you need help, we can discuss it in the comments as well. I'd love to chat more. Subscribe if you like D&D art or queer content, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.